guys, and welcome to my channel. For today I'm just going to be getting ready for Texas A&M cheer tryouts. I am going into my, hopefully, second season. I'm basically just going to be chatting, talking about cheer, answering some questions, and doing my makeup. So if you want to watch me, here we go to less put together risks. I look like a mess right now. I have to be at the rec where we try out in like an hour and a half. So yeah, I need to get going. We're trying out for cheer again. Who would have thought I'd ever be a college cheerleader? Whenever I was in high school, I was like, I am never trying out for college cheer. So I'm gonna tell a little story about how I got convinced to do this. Basically, last year at this time, I had just gone through sorority recruitment, and we go on like big little dates so you can try and like find your big. I ended up going on a date with Julia, and the whole time she was like,
try out for cheer, try out for cheer.
And I was like, this girl is crazy, I'm not trying out for cheer. And she was showing me videos and pictures and telling me all about it, and I was like, maybe I'll just go to open gym and see how it is, because we hold 2 days of open gym before like actual tryouts. So I was like, I'll just go to open gym and meet everyone and see how it is, and I liked it. So of course I went to tryouts and I ended up making it. I didn't tell my parents I was actually trying out. Well, I told my dad because I wanted him to pay my tryout fee for me. So I told my dad, I was like, hey dad, I need $75. And he was like, for what? And I was like, for cheer. And he was like, I didn't tell my mom I was trying out. My mom was like kind of iffy about me trying out too, because the reason I actually wasn't going to cheer in college is because I get injured so much. I have like this issue with my back that will never go away, and I've also torn every ligament and every tendon in both my ankles, and so my body just kind of tapped out. So my mom was like, look, cheering at a collegiate level is like that much harder on your body. I don't want you to get hurt. She was just looking out for me, which I understood. Thanks, Mom. I didn't listen to you. But yeah, I made the team, and we found out that we made it like really late at night. So I text my mom at like 11:30 midnight, and I'm like, hey, I need to tell you something. And she didn't reply, so I was like, oh, maybe she's asleep. So I just sent another text right away. I said, by the way, I'm an A&M cheerleader. And she was awake.
What did you do? You tried out? Oh my god.
And then she was like, congratulations, like that's so awesome. What made you change your mind? And I was like, Julia Greenwood. Yeah, that's kind of how I got involved with cheer. And just like I predicted, I got injured within like 2 months of being on the team. I tore something in my left ankle again. And some of y'all might not know this if you're not on the team, but I ended up not competing last year because of my ankle injury, and just I got really behind on everything being out, and it kind of like broke my spirits down. I was like, I'm not going through this again. I've worked so hard, and every year I get injured. It was just kind of me feeling bad for myself. In a way, it kind of made me reconsider like trying out again, but it also kind of lit a fire under my butt to be like, hey, I'm gonna try out next year, and I'm gonna be on mat, and I'm gonna compete. It was such a learning experience, and so ultimately I am deciding to try out again. If you don't know, A&M has a cheer team. Hello, we have a cheer team, and we're good. But we basically don't cheer at games. We're strictly a competitive squad. The time commitment is still a lot. I've obviously never cheered for a college game day team, but I feel like by us not doing games, because A&M has yell leaders, if you didn't know that either. They have 5 boys that yell on the field, that are in the corps. It's a big deal. I feel like that kind of also persuaded me to do it again. I've had a year under my belt to kind of figure out how school is and cheer is and sorority, just balancing everything. And we only practice 3 days a week in the fall, so I feel like it's definitely manageable. About to try out for my second year, and I'm actually nervous, and I'm really excited to see who comes out, who we get added to our team. This video will probably be up by the time the final team has been announced, so if you just made it, congrats. I hope I'm congratulating myself. And if this wasn't your year, we want you to come back, like seriously. We hold spring tryouts in January. I think that's such a great opportunity for girls that didn't make it the first round to come back and try again, because we do remember your face. We do see who wants it and who is dedicated. Tia, who was actually our president last year, hey girl, we miss you. Her story is really interesting and inspiring because she tried out her first year and actually did not make the team. She came back and tried out again and made it and ended up being the president. If this is something you are passionate about and you love and you want to do, don't get down on yourself. Work hard, and we see that. Me being a motivational speaker while crappily applying bronzer on my living room floor. Also, me sitting on the floor, I thought I'd just touch on that. If you watched my little apartment haul video, I had said that I wanted to make my second bedroom into a kind of makeup, beauty, filming YouTuber room with my rocketing career. That didn't make sense, okay. But the lighting in there, number one, is trash. Number two, there's not really space. So I haven't really figured out a filming setup yet. Right now I am on the floor of my living room with a picture behind me. This isn't gonna stay because I'm going to hang this picture up, but one of the reasons I haven't done my apartment tour video is because whenever I moved in, I forgot tools and nails to like hang pictures, so all my walls are blank right now. So I thought I'd take advantage of this mishap and have a nice little background, look a little bit professional in one of my videos. But it won't be like this forever. I'm gonna go back to ratchet random background risks. Okay, come through. What is that called? Starts with an A. In alliteration. There we go. It's the Parks and Rec major in me. Not knocking Parks and Rec majors. I actually love my major. I just switched to it over the summer after 3 semesters of being undeclared and being threatened to be kicked out of the university for spending too long in general studies. I'm actually doing event management and hospitality. They're just in the Parks and Rec school. Originally out of high school, I wanted to go right to cosmetology school, and I didn't want to get a 4-year degree. I was going to go to a community college and do cosmetology at the same time. My parents strongly encouraged me to go to a 4-year university. I originally came into college wanting to be a business major, so then if I did cosmetology after, I could start my own business doing that. But the business school here is near impossible. But it's okay because I found a new track. So I wrote about this in my RPTS entrance essay thing about how I wanted to kind of tie in cosmetology with the event management. I have always been fascinated by events. I was always the one in charge of like homecoming in my friend group. I love going to weddings, even though I've said since I was 8 years old I'm not getting married and I'm not having kids. So that's weird, but anyways. I love planning things. I'm super organized. So what I wrote about basically is how if I pursue a career in event management and I do end up going to cosmetology school, and I'm actually thinking of adding on a business minor because it's a lot easier than doing a business major. If I get the event management, the business, and the cosmetology degrees, certificates, whatever they are, I could start my own business doing events, whether I own a venue or I just kind of run it, and then I could be the makeup and hair person within the business. The Parks and Rec department liked that idea because they accepted me. And I like that idea because it kind of ties in everything I'm interested in. I basically want to make like a one-stop shop kind of thing for people planning events. Say you have a homecoming dance and you have a group of people that need a venue, need pictures done, need hair and makeup. They could all just come to my place, get ready there. I'm obviously into photography and videography. That's a hard word for me to say. Get your pictures taken there, and then the venue is just there for you, and it's all planned. And I don't know if that's a thing or if that's too lofty of a goal or what, but that's kind of what I envision. And if it doesn't work out, I'll be here sitting on my apartment floor making YouTube videos. Regardless, I just wanted to update everyone on my life because I was just as confused as everyone else was for a while there. I mean, I thought I was going to come into college, be a business major, be in a sorority, done deal, that's it. And look at me now. I'm a Parks and Rec major, about to try out for the cheer team for my second year after winning a freaking national championship. And I'm in a sorority. So that part worked out. But you don't have to have your mind all made up. College kids are way more confused than you would think. It's basically an update on my life. We get our national championship rings next weekend, a literal week from today, and the excitement is real. I am going to vlog that because it's just going to be such an exciting day, and we get to see all the seniors that graduated and girls that weren't able to come back on the team this year. And I'm really excited to see what they look like. We have no idea what they look like. Our coaches designed them for us, and it's just like a surprise whenever we open the box at the event. So I'm pumped. But yeah, I'm ready to get a third championship under our belt. We've gotten 2 in a row, and you know, for a team that no one knows exists, I'd say that's pretty good. Since we aren't on the field, unfortunately, no one really knows who we are and what we do. Whenever we won, we actually got a lot of backlash from people that don't know we exist, that were like, A&M has never had cheerleaders, why are we adding it? Because our school is very traditional. We work very hard, and clearly it pays off because we've won 2 national championships, if I haven't said that enough. But it's just one of the things that comes with being on the cheer team here. That's another reason why I made my first video. That video has like 800 views, which for a girl with 30 subscribers, that's a lot. I'm just trying to get our name out there, and so is everyone on the team. We work so hard to show people what we're about. If you tried out this year, thank you. We love you. If you're thinking about trying out, please try out. If you've never heard about us, we have a website. You can visit our Instagram page, but we've grown so much and we just continue to grow. So yeah, try out for cheer. It'll change your life. The people on the team are so encouraging and uplifting, and it's cool too because on a college team, everyone is going through the same stuff. We all have classes, we all have other organizations we're involved with. It was different in competitive cheer because you have girls of all different ages, all different backgrounds. My senior year, I was coaching at a gym, and I was kind of like the gym's permanent alternate. So I got put on a team where I was the oldest one. I was 18, and my flyer was like 11. So we don't have much in common. So although, yes, the bonds you make on a regular competitive cheer team are strong, I think college cheer, or just college sports in general, you're that much closer because you're all going through the same things at the same time. It's a completely different vibe. I thought I would read a couple DMs that I've gotten. Just questions about cheer to kind of help y'all out if you want to try out in the spring or next year, or if by chance I get this video up in 2 days. One girl asked me, or she said, I haven't cheered in a really long time, and it's been so long since I've tumbled. I don't know if I can do the required skills. If you have any advice, I would love to hear it. We do have a skill requirement. It's basically just letting you guys know what we do for competitions. It's not like necessarily if you don't have this, you're not going to make it. So we do layouts at competitions for running tumbling, and for standing tumbling, we do 3 jumps with 3 back handsprings. If you don't have the skills that we require, still come. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, we're not going to force you. We put a skill requirement on the website just so people know this is what we do at competitions. Not every single girl on our team last year had all the required skills, but they made the team. We are in need of flyers, and we have an amazing flyer, but maybe she has a back tack or a back handspring or whatever it might be. If we need flyers, we're taking a flyer. If we need a base, we're gonna take a base. And that kind of goes vice versa. If you struggle with stunning, but tumbling is your forte, not every single person is a robot. We aren't all the exact same in our skills. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, and that's what kind of makes a team because kind of balance each other out. So I say come, and that's also why we have 2 days of open gym before like the real tryouts. So you can kind of gauge whether this is something you really want to do, if you feel comfortable. Maybe you just need to kick some dust off. Don't beat yourself up if you don't necessarily have a skill that we say on our website that we're looking for, because we all have different skill levels, and that doesn't mean we don't want you on the team. Another girl asked me, do you have to have been involved in cheer before? Not necessarily, no. We have girls coming from dance backgrounds, gymnastics backgrounds. It's kind of the same thing as the other question. If it's something you're interested in, go for it. Worst case scenario, you meet a ton of girls at tryouts and you have a fun couple days experimenting with something new. Of course, it does help if you know how to tumble and stuff, because then it might be less overwhelming. But if you can handle that, if you're willing to learn, there's nothing to lose. Someone else asked me, if I've only done school cheer and I don't feel comfortable competing, can I still try out? Yes. We do only have 20 girls that actually compete. However many we take, whatever is over 20 are extras, alternates. If you don't feel comfortable competing, maybe talk to the coach about, hey, maybe I should be an alternate this year until I kind of feel comfortable. Or if you get injured like I did, then you're made an alternate. If maybe you're in a hard major and you're struggling with classes, and you can be an alternate. It's not a bad thing. Our coaches are really understanding. They want to do what's best for you and what's best for the team. If you don't feel comfortable being on the floor, if you've never done that before, maybe taking a learning year as an alternate, or even jumping into being on mat. We only do like 3 or 4 competitions, so even that, it's a slow start. You can learn. Right, I'm gonna quickly do my hair. Lazy girl hack: if you want a straighten ponytail but don't want to straighten your whole head, put your hair in a ponytail and just straighten the ponytail. Today is just the first day of open gyms, and it's a Sunday, so I obviously don't have class. And the other 3 days of tryouts, I have class before, so I wouldn't have time to film any other day. So that's why I'm just filming this today. So I just decided to finish straightening my hair off camera because that's boring, you know how to straighten hair. And now I'm gonna show you my new outfit. It's not new, I just changed into it. So here's what I'm wearing. It's just our Daytona tank and black spandex, and underneath I just have our Daytona sports bra. And of course I'm bringing my cheer shoes. I got new ones, so they're still in the box. That's gonna be fun to tumble on new shoes. And my backpack. Yep, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this Chatty Get Ready with me. Stay tuned to see what our national champion rings look like very soon, and I will see you next time. Bye.